You are now tuned into the Cut Game radio show hosted by Groom City.
It's the Cut Game radio show. We let them know we stay true
To the Cut Game.
Yeah, that's how we do. It's the Cut Game radio show. We let them know we stay true
To the Cut Game.
Yeah, that's how we do. It's the Cut Game radio show. We let them know we stay true
To the Cut Game.
Yeah, that's how we do.
The Cut Game radio show hosted by Groom City.
That's how we do.
Hey, what's good, family? Y'all tuned in to the Cut Game radio show. I'm your host, Groom City, chilling with my boy, Kurls. What's up with it, Kurls?
Oh, you know, just sitting like Tapatio at a Mexican restaurant.
That's what's up. Hey, man, it's episode 3. We made it. It's episode 3.
We here now. You know, God blessed us with this.
Man, it's episode 3, y'all. We not gonna stop. We not gonna stop. I don't care if it's 3 people out there listening to this boy. We are gonna rock it to episode 3000.
Andre.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do.
I ain't doing no killed skirt though.
Hey, we was going through our emails and we had somebody hit us up and they was talking about that jet fuel. They really wanted Kurls to break down that jet fuel. So I'm gonna give Kurls the stage.
You know, jet fuel is what I came up with because I got tired of people saying swag and all that. That was like extra watered down, like white people trying to make Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? Nobody wanted that. So I came up with that young jet fuel. And you know, that's what keep planes in the sky, you know, because they extra fly. So I hit them with that jet fuel, and I'm one that likes to spread that out. I actually like to compliment anybody who getting it out there. I never been a hater, never been salty. My MSG is extra low. Like I never tasted a Lay's potato chip in my life. So, you know, when I see you out there doing it, somebody out there listening right now that didn't receive that on their comments like, oh yeah, jet fuel, that means you out there looking fly, you out there looking fresh. Your cut was extra wavy, or your part was extra Tyson. You know how Tyson went in there and knocked somebody out in the ring with them black shorts? That was jet fuel, because he had just the ugly jet fuel. And that could be jet fuel. You could be somebody like Biggie. He was ugly jet fuel. He had jet fuel.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know. Me and Kurls been my dog since, I don't know, when I had a backpack on with a real science book in it.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? That had to be turned in at the end of the year. We've been down that long, you know, and that's how long he been saying jet fuel. Now, as an adult, when I think of jet fuel, and I use it too, it's a lot of times I'm out here maneuvering. I'm out here doing my off the grid game, my on the grid game, and I might get 3-4 hours of sleep. Now, people may know that because my eyes might be a little bloodshot, but they'd be like, where you getting all this energy from? And I always be like, man, I'm on that jet fuel right now. I don't know when it's going to dissipate, but just know right now I'm on that jet fuel. Right now I'm operating at a high level. Elevation is there. You know, my MPH is there. You know, I'm doing miles right now.
The good thing about jet fuel is, man, you could guide that in when it dissipates. When it all run out, you could be like Tom Hanks. You know, float that bitch in the Hudson. Like, I'm going down.
Yeah.
But you do it gracefully because you up there.
Yeah. Now, I know we use jet fuel and that replaced the word swag, but Kurls, man, I really miss the word stilo.
Stilo?
I miss stilo, man.
You got everybody out there thinking we like 80.
I don't,
you know, these
man, I
young
don't care.
cats.
I don't care. Like I said, I don't care what y'all think of me. I'm trying to offend at least 300 people per episode
I like that.
because I'm trying to inspire 1,300.
Hey, wasn't there a rapper named Stilo or something like that?
It probably was, but I miss stilo. And I know stilo came from style. When you style on, then it went to stilo. And what I liked about stilo is you couldn't have another man's stilo. That was shunned upon. You will be isolated from the group. If I seen somebody with a certain style, certain stilo, I only seen it once. I did not. And when you saw it again, he was biting. He was a poser. Whatever word that was out, just know biting. We didn't tolerate it. You didn't. That's something you did not do. You had to have your own steez. Stilo went to steez.
Ew.
It went from style, stilo to steez. I missed that word.
That's steez.
I missed that word. You know my steez. See, when Guru said, you know my steez, he basically was saying, this is the style that I established and you know it. Don't do it. You know my steez. Don't do my style. You know my steez. I established this. Steez, stilo, style, that's your brand.
But see, the thing is like, I'm a very stylish cat. And style comes from everywhere. You know, it's nothing new under the sun. So I could get what you're saying, but at the same time, if you getting something from somewhere, give ode to that. Like me, I know where my style came from because I seen the cats before me that was getting it, and I gave them they props. Matter of fact, you know, shout out Lewis, shout out Maurice. What up, John? You know, that whole 4th Street crew in Alhambra where I didn't even think black people existed out there. You know, they was really doing it. Like how I look now, they was doing that in the early 90s.
Now to address what you just spoke on, now copying and inspired by is two different things.
Talk about it. Let them know.
You supposed to be inspired by someone that's doing it, someone that's achieving greatness. You supposed to be inspired, and you supposed to grab that inspiration and adapt it to what you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's not biting.
Like the Don Kemp hairstyle I got on. You know what I mean? It ain't Sean Kemp, it ain't Don King. It's a mixture of both. And then, you know, I added my waves to it. You know what I mean?
That Don Kemp,
Yeah.
you know? Now, how would it feel like, because we know right now that's your jet fuel. That's your, we gonna use stilo today.
Okay.
That's your steez. That's your stilo.
Mm-hmm.
What you look like walking down the street or at the mall and you see somebody with the Don Kemp, and then now you pumping gas and the dude pumping gas around next to you with the Don Kemp. You know that Don Kemp is your cut.
Well, honestly, I feel like in my section, my city, when everybody was wearing big and baggy clothes, I threw that out way before Jay even said that, because I was feeling some type of way when I would go into Armani Exchange to cop a belt, or I would go into like maybe like a French Connection to cop a belt, and they would look at me funny. So I threw all that out. Now it's a lot of cats that dress like that, you know, and I ain't saying nothing, but it's a lot of cats that actually get that respect. Like, hey, yeah, I got this from Kurls, whoopie whoop.
Yeah.
So I ain't really tripping on that. Like,
Yeah, Homage.
If I see somebody rocking the Don Kemp and they say, "Oh man, I seen that on the Explorer feed," and it was some cat who only posted sneakers, but then I caught that, and I'd be like, "Ooh, word fly!" I wouldn't even let them know that was me. I'd just be like, "Yeah, that's what's up."
Now, we broke down copying. We broke down inspired. Basically, what we get into is paying homage.
You gotta pay homage, or you gotta expect the wolves to be wolves.
Pay that tax.
It's all a respectful game, because we'll do the same for you. We come to Atlanta, we'll pull you out. You know what I mean? It's a respect game. It's not nobody trying to bully nobody.
Now, the definition for homage is special honor or respect shown publicly.
Mm-hmm.
So when you show special honor and respect publicly, you are paying homage. So a lot of times, your outfit, your hair, the different ways you walk, talk, speak, certain cars, with just the way, just your mannerisms, it can be inspired by many people. Long as you are paying homage when you display they style publicly.
Mm-hmm. You not saying, "Oh, that's me." When somebody is asking you, "Oh yeah, whoopty whoop," you gotta actually give homage. You gotta say, "Well, I got that from so and so." Like, perfect example. When the twin put the cut on me that we won the chip from, that was the Gumby. Where do we get that from? That was the fucking Gumby, the little claymation figure.
Hip hop. And when we were coming up with how we were going to lace the cut on stage, I looked at Bobby Brown.
Mm-hmm. Now, ooh.
I looked at Bobby Brown. Of course, his didn't have the close fade on the sides.
But he still had that. And you know what's so funny is?
What's up?
Now that you even bring that up, that raw energy, like how he was
Yeah.
ignorant. That's how I was on stage.
Yeah, because you got to embody. When you inspired by something or someone, you have to. It's not just what it is. You wear it. It's you embody it. It's in your spirit. You know what I mean? And that's what's coming up. That's what you are showing publicly. That's what you're displaying publicly. That's where the homage comes from. Is that it's on you and it's in you.
Like you hit me with the, hey, we need to go with this look from the wookie era. And it was like, I was like, all right.
Hey,
And
we did our studies though. We went in, man. We put the color at the tip of it, the right angle. I mean,
the whole, it wasn't just the hair, it was the whole embodiment. The
It was
gazelles,
the-
the gold,
oh,
the
yeah,
thick
the
dookie
gazelle.
gold chain,
authentic too.
the Adidas jacket with the Adidas.
Oh, and then shout out to DL Master Barber for blessing us with his phone, the old school dope dealer 80s mobile
out
phone.
the backpack
Was a cold prop, you know.
See that right there killed it. Like, I think it was like the phone, the cut, the glasses, and like, I mean, you know, God put it in me, so all praises to him. But my nasty ass steez, like I was in there dookie on niggas, like niggas needed a plastic bag to pick me up.
Now we gonna backtrack a little bit. What we're
Go ahead.
referring to is an event called the Exotics Hair Battle Tour, and this particular hair battle was in LA, and it was a total look competition, and I entered the competition, and Kurls, of course, was my model.
Mm-hmm.
So the total look we were going for was that 80s fly. I wouldn't say dope dealer, but that 80s fly getting it type guy. You
I'm
know?
gonna say I was in there acting.
Okay.
I was in there like I was on Paid in Full.
Yeah, once the mobile phone came out, Kurls played the character of a 80s fly dope dealer getting it type guy. And we ended up winning first place.
That big ass trophy y'all see.
We won first place with a nasty Gumby that I
was-
laced him.
Hey, it was sick though.
He came in with damn near a fro. That's why he said Don Kemp. The Don King was on top and on the sides a little bit.
It was.
And the beard wasn't all the way Bin Laden.
Man, if you don't knock it up, first of all, listen, let me tell y'all, he is lying. This nigga told me, oh, you can't go nowhere. Like, what you mean? You cannot fly nowhere. I'm like, why? He's like, because you got to grow your facial hair. And I was like, what? Nigga, TSA already be on my line.
See, when I'm done competing, but when I've competed on stage, I like my clients to be raw. I want to. That's the showmanship that I want to display while I'm out there competing. I'm not just trying to win. I'm trying to have any and everybody that's in the crowd. I want them to see a full transformation. So I like my models to be all the way raw. I want you 4 weeks out.
He wants us ugly.
I want y'all 4 weeks out. So Kurls didn't get near nothing done to his head for 5 weeks actually.
It was more than that, man. 5 weeks was like on my face, man. My hair was more like a few months.
Yeah, because we needed that height. I forgot. We needed that height.
Like, he had me going through the ugly. You know when you growing your hair out, everybody, you know that ugly stage? He had me on that permanent. Like, you get nothing. Nobody sees your hair. No, I was like, can I get a lineup? No.
Hey, I'm going to tell y'all what killed them, though, on stage. When I laid that Gumby in there, right? When it came to the beard, I struck his beard all the way down to just that little thin 80s mustache. That little thin one where that I'm getting it mustache. Where it's tall towards the nostril and come real thin by the lip.
Hey, first of all, I ain't never had my face that naked since birth. Like, I'm hairy. He had me out there smooth as baby muscles.
Hey, when I cut that beard off, he looked like a totally different person. What really killed it is we didn't show none of the outfit. So they didn't see the outfit until I snatched the cape off of it. I'm talking about the whole time we was walking around, I think he had a low-key raincoat on or something. He was covered up. He didn't let them see nothing.
Only thing I had on was the glasses.
Yeah, he had the Gazelle, so that gave him a little glimpse, you know. But for the most part, when we took that cape off, everybody was tripping. Like, oh, everything was error correct, mustache error correct, Gumby error correct. But I did go a little closer on the sides than what they were doing back then. But of course, I mean, I'm trying to win, so
you had to make it precise.
Now, if this was for a film or for a movie, a period piece, then I would have went all the way air correct. Like my boy, shout out to Conrad Hilton, did amazing work on the New Edition series that was on BET.
Wait, whoa. Now that you're saying that, man.
But he went air correct.
Wait. They could not have even dropped that at a more perfect time that I got the swoopy doop hair. I mean, they got me all the way gassed up. Like, my head is already big, man. They got me super gassed. My jet fuel is on 27. I'm so extra. I'm like 87 toppings on one slice of pizza right now. They got me out here talking about, sorry, you're not my... You know what I mean? That's what I'm out here talking about every single day.
Hey, Kurls a trip. But yeah, man, so recap, I want y'all, if y'all inspired by somebody, show it publicly. Pay homage. You know, pay homage. Whatever y'all inspired by, pay homage. Please don't steal.
Don't bite.
Don't bite.
As they used to say in our day and age, don't bite.
Don't bite. If you see somebody you liking, they steez, they steelo, they jet fuel, they swag, apply it to what you got going on, and when you show it publicly, pay homage. You know.
Yes, sir.
Let them know. You know let them know the recipe, not the full recipe, not the secret ingredients, but give them the recipe.
Yeah, that's a difference. There's a difference between the actually cook up and the secret wooty wop that goes in the cook up. You know, you got to let them know where it comes from. You can't just wake up and know how to cook jambalaya. Somebody taught you how to do that.
Yeah, you know, but them little extra 2, 3, 4 sprinkles, keep that to yourself.
Close to the chest.
You know what I'm saying? Keep that extra to yourself. You know, here on the Cut Game, we giving y'all all the extras though. We giving y'all the recipe, and we also giving y'all the secret sauce, the secret ingredients on the Cut Game radio show.
Shit,
that's what's beneficial.
We even giving y'all the mood we was in when we was on the cook up.
You know, so that's what we doing on the Cut Game radio show. So, Kurls.
Yes, sir. Let's get to it with the breakdown. You know, let's let them know.
Today, we gonna break down hating.
Hate?
We gonna break down hating.
Man, the straight saltiness in the game, I can roll with that, man.
We gonna break down hating.
Who taught you, please? Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate, you should ask yourself who taught you to hate being what God gave you.
I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. If you out there hating, you out there actually inspiring the people that you hating upon. Cause like if you hating on me, I'm gonna make your day job hard. Cause you gonna really think of me. That hating inspires me.
Now we gonna really dig deep in hating, but I want the listeners out there to know if you being hated on right now,
you're doing something right.
I want you, like Kurls said, them pat on the backs. Yeah, that's some good. That'll gas you up a little bit. That's 87. You know, when your friends and family pat you on the back, thank you for a good job. You doing well. Yeah, that's some 87.
That's pacification.
If you want jet fuel, I want you to envision whoever and whatever's hating on you. Envision their faces being screwed up when you persevere.
And
that's what I want you to use. That
actually brings me to this. The dictionary definition of perseverance is steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty, or delay in achieving success. You hear me? Despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Now, let me touch upon that. If you are receiving delay or difficulty by way of hate or saltiness, you know, people like movie theater popcorn, you doing something right. That means the devil is trying to get in your car, but do not allow him, because he's going to drive you somewhere you do not need be.
Y'all listen to Siri. Don't listen to the devil.
Nah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Siri gon' get you to where you need to go. The devil gon' get you to where you don't need to be.
Man, he going to have you all off course driving into a canyon like Thelma and Louise.
You know? So, we gonna get back to that hate. That hate. Now, just because someone disagrees with you does not mean
That they are hating.
that they are hating.
That just means they have an opinion.
Let him or her have their opinion. They're entitled to that. Because guess what? They can't see no way what's going on with you. They can't see.
Opinions is like assholes. Everybody got one. So you can't expect no human not to have one.
And don't try to fix their glasses. Try to give them a better prescription with your description so they can see what you got going on. It's not going to work. Your description does not improve their prescription.
Not at all.
They're not going to see what's going on. So you need to let them see it when it's in its finishing stage. And you need to picture their face when you finish and use that as jet fuel so you could take flight.
What's my hashtag? 2017 finna be epic.
Yeah.
And I say that because before this year came into play, like I was already receiving that saltiness on my grind. You know what I mean? And I just said, damn, 2000 finna be epic if this is how much I'm finna get. And I'm like, listen here. If me doing me is irking you, soup the fuck up. It's gonna be a long ass year. Because I'm out here to win it. God willing.
And like Curl said earlier, a lot of times when they hating, it's because you're doing something right.
It's you doing something that they can't.
Your description did improve their prescription, and they can see clear. And what they see you reaching another level, and they may not be at that level, so therefore the hate. And that hate, usually the type of hate that's being displayed, when that happens, they're unaware of it. They're unaware of it. They think when you hit that another level that you're not going to be nowhere around. You're not going to be within arm's reach of them. So therefore they just start getting salty. The sodium just starts increasing.
They in risk of a stroke. Or that sodium intake.
But you can't take everyone with you where you going. You can't.
Nah, some people won't even know how to act when you get at that 5-star restaurant or hotel. You gotta leave them at home.
Some of your good friends gonna turn to high and buy friends.
Yeah, you can't take bums to Dubai.
You know, and do not be ashamed that a few of your friends, one of your friends, your good friend, your best friend, turn to a high and buy friend. Ain't nothing wrong when you see them, you say hi, and then you say bye. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's
because
called growth.
The level you reach, they may come up one day, but they can't go with you. Where you going, that's dead weight. When you on your jet fuel, that's dead weight. Yeah, that's why they charge you for bags.
Yeah, I run into that problem a lot, actually. Because me being in the fashion industry and dealing with modeling and everybody's not fit to go into that level. Like, you can't put on a face that you don't own. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm gonna be me regardless. You could put me in the body of somebody who looks like Biggie Smalls. I'm still gonna be me. But it's a lot of people who aren't necessarily built like that. So you get them in them areas where the lights is flashing and it's game time, and they cannot do what's expected because they just used to doing, what they do. And I was gonna say nothing, but I'm not trying to be negative, but then at the same time, you know, if you're not able to cut loose of dead weight when you elevating, you know, like he said, you getting charged for baggage, you're not gonna get let onto that plane because you over there debating about prices. You got 7 bags going on the plane. They not finna let you board.
Nah, you got to get that carry on and keep pushing. You know. Now, episode 2, we was talking about hustle, but I'm letting you know right now, when you out hustle somebody, it usually causes hate. It usually causes hate. So, if you want to continue hustling because you're trying to get to where you need to go, just know you're gonna continue to cause hate within certain individuals. So you better get used to it. If you're a real hustler, you better get used to it.
You gotta know how to gauge that what type of hate it is, because hate is like hot sauce. It could be mild, it could be super hate, it could be ultra fuego. You know what I mean? You gotta learn how to gauge it, because not all hate is immediate threats. Some hate is like motivation. Some hate is like inspiration. Some hate is like warnings. You know, and then some hate is like when it's trying to get out in the morning. You know, when them knock doors coming.
Yeah, you know.
All my real hustlers know that.
And you know, jealousy is the main reason that people usually hate on you, is when they jealous of you. Usually they're jealous of you because you possess something that they don't. You possess something that they won't. And usually that causes the hate. So, and your presence, just your presence alone, threatens their ego.
Yeah, if they can't feed off or suck off of energy, and their light isn't shining as bright, and you walk in there and you like a star that just came into orbit, you know, they not gonna like that. You know, they gonna feel like, ooh, like you a threat. So that's what it is. That's why I said, if they hating on you, you doing something right. Like, I had a saying, I don't want nobody around me who likes to get along with everybody. And that's somebody who ain't being hated on, because they don't feel that type of like, what you know.
Yeah, so just know that when you out there shining, like we said on the first episode, you know, when you processing your precious stone and the light hitting you and reflecting and everybody can see your beauty, you're going to overshadow some other people's light. Because they stone may not be processed completely like you are. Because
they rubies and they trying to get processed like diamonds.
Nah, you out there shining like a diamond. You, like I said, diamonds, it took you a little more resource, a little more time. So don't apologize once you process your stone for shining. Don't apologize for how the light reflecting off you and that clarity. Don't apologize for your clarity. That's just what you are. You done processing it. You just gonna shine regardless, you know. So that's their problem if your shine threatens their ego or overshadows their light or somehow they feel like it's diluting what they got going on. Hey, you ain't watered down. You concentrated because you've been on your A game. You've been on your square. You've been doing what you need to do. And now that shine is creating a hate. That's confirmation. That hate is confirmation.
Like Mary would have threw that confirmation, holleration in his dancery.
Now I'm gonna say something to my listeners right now. When you don't understand something or you have a misunderstanding of someone, please don't make judgments of them. Please don't make judgments about them. Once you gain understanding, once you fully understand something, then base your judgments off someone or something when you have a full understanding of it. A lot of times y'all have partial understanding because you listen to another person tell you about another person.
That's
we
called
gonna speak.
Hearsay.
If you actually got your eardrums open to hear what another person has to say about another person, you got a problem right there. You got a problem right there. That right there, you need to not even want to hear about another person through another person, unless it's some good news. Unless it's some good news. You know, unless it's some good news. So, that's where you gotta watch your ears. Gotta watch your ears. And I'm letting you know right now, sometimes people just hate. They don't need no substantial reason to hate. They just hate. Could be your height. It could be something goofy. They just gonna hate. Just period. That's just what it is, you know. It's because they're not satisfied with what they got going on. So therefore, that's just what it is, you know. They lens is dirty. We spoke about your perception. They looking through life through a dirty lens. And you need to recognize that when you're around somebody that's looking through life through a dirty lens, they gonna share with you their views regarding life, and you not supposed to listen to that either, because that's coming from somebody with a dirty lens. Of course, the situation gonna not look successful or not look bright. They lens is dirty anyways. We're speaking on glasses anyway. If your description of what you got going on, it doesn't matter if it affects their prescription, because their glasses is dirty. A lot of times you just need to clean your glasses. You don't need new glasses. You need to clean the ones you got on your face. Straight up. You know, you don't need no change in your prescription. You need to get rid of whatever smudges or whatever actual filth on them, and that's going to improve your vision and improve your perception of things. So now I gotta share this with y'all. You can't control how others feel about you. Only thing you got control of is how you feel about yourself and how you react to the hate. And you should not react to hate with hate. You should react to hate just more jet fuel. Just give them something to hate on more. Don't react with no negativity, because that's what they looking for. Because
that's gonna make them speak in a different tone from hating to some other stuff. You know, you want to just keep doing your positive works and keep jet fuel on them. Keep at a steady altitude. You know what I mean? And when they looking up at you, they gonna stay hating, but they can't touch you because you're too way up. As soon as you respond with like negative thoughts directed at a certain type of crowd or hater per se, you're gonna get landed. Just keep your jet fuel. Like, you can't see nobody when you up in the air. You jetted.
Now, if you got some real friends, they gonna celebrate you when you winning. You got real friends, they gonna celebrate when you winning. Straight up. They gonna be happy for it. They gonna be happier for you than you are, because you might be trying to go another level. They gonna be happy with where you at right now, and they gonna celebrate that. So if you want to know who your real friends are, see how comfortable they are around people who hate you. You got a friend that's dumb comfortable around being around someone who actually hating on you, that's not your real friend. Because I'm letting y'all know right now, a real friend, y'all got the same enemies. Straight up, y'all got the same enemies. Because a real friend, if you have an enemy, now that became his enemy or her enemy. That's a real friend. Is when y'all dislike the same things. You know, the same type of negative energy that's trying to bring you down. When they see that energy attacking you, now they own it. They helping you neutralize it and turn it to a positive situation. Those are real friends, you know. So watch who you give your loyalty, because loyalty can backfire when it's given to the wrong person. Straight up. If it's given to the wrong person, it can backfire. So you keep that loyalty going with those official true friends.
Yeah. Give those roses to those who deserve it.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? Don't give them roses to people who either gone and passed and can't smell them, or people those non-deserving.
Yeah. Now, if you trying to be a public figure, I know this sounds a little crazy, but you can't care what the public thinks about you. So if you're trying to be a public figure, you can't care what the public thinks about you. You got to continue doing what you're doing. Straight up, because dope artists don't need no additives. Straight up. And always, always, always think divine. Think divine. When you got higher thoughts, you don't even recognize low level thinking, low level activity. When you achieving that high, I'm talking about your thoughts is high. You to the moon, you to the stars.
Like I said, you can't even see none of that petty snuff. You can't see none of that sodium. You know,
Straight up.
they don't serve none of that on no plane.
They don't. You know? So I'm just letting y'all know right now. You got you some haters. You doing something right. You got you some haters and you confused. You know, you don't know what to do because they may be friends, families, members. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep writing in your book.
Keep scrolling down the methods to make them mad.
Exactly.
Methods to get your jet fuel up. Methods to lace yourself positively. Methods to protect and provide for your family. You know?
Yeah. Now, Kurls.
Yes, sir.
I got an email the other day about how to get better with your haircuts.
Okay.
Now, it's kind of hard to share information about how to get better with your haircuts because it's something physical. You know, you got to use your eyes. But your ears are important. So
Talk to me.
I'm going to holler at anybody out there that's having problems with their haircuts or they just want to take their haircuts to another level. I'm going to let you know right now, it's a lot of work on social media that's Photoshop. I'm not knocking Photoshop work, but I'm letting you know if you are unaware that you are comparing your haircuts to haircuts on social media that's Photoshop and you're unaware that they're Photoshop, it can be frustrating because obviously you can't achieve that type of look without the computer. So I'm letting you know right now, you're gauging your skill level on work that's out there. Hopefully you're aware if it's altered by any computer programs or not. And I'm not knocking nobody. If you want to display your work and you want to polish it with the computer, so be it. Do you. Because you shouldn't be out there impressing barbers no way or impressing stylists no way. You should be trying to impress your clients and potential clients. So a lot of times people might use Photoshop, fibers, all the tricks to try to entice the customers. And I'm never gonna knock that. You're not trying to be out here impressing no barbers. Ain't no barber sitting in your chair like that. It's clients sitting in your chair. So you should be doing what's attracting and marketing to potential customers. But back to improving your skills as a barber. First of all, you need to know what a good haircut looks like. Know if it's Photoshop, know if it's unPhotoshop, know if it's raw, but you should know what an amazing haircut looks like. Once you know what an amazing haircut looks like, then you have a goal. You know, you have a blueprint and you can see where you've fallen off. So first of all, get around good work. Only let good work into your eye gate. Period. Only let good work into your eye gate. And once you're aware of that, you need to figure out how to be more efficient. And a lot of times we can get confused on efficiency and effectiveness. Yeah, you see someone putting out dope work, but how efficient are they putting out that dope work? You just seeing effectiveness, but you need to also study efficiency because you may be happy with the haircut that you dished out today at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., today at 11 a.m., today at 12 noon. But when it gets to 5, 6 p.m., since you were working and being inefficient, you could be done. Now you need cigarette breaks and all type of stuff. You know, you could be done because you were focused on being effective and not being efficient. And when you're being efficient, that means you're using minimal amount of product to produce, to get great results, minimal amount of effort in your strokes with the clippers to get those amazing results. You know, you're cutting off and doing shortcuts. When I say shortcuts, you're going through the full steps. You're just not doing extra steps. You know, you're not doing extra steps. You keep like, it's like having a math problem and you keep simplifying it and simplifying and simplifying. All of a sudden you get down to 1/4, or you get down to just a number, but you know you had a big math problem to start off with. So that's what I'm referring to as, when I'm referring to as efficiency. I'm talking about taking a complicated math problem and keep simplifying and simplifying till it's just working with simple numbers. So you want to be efficient with your work, and you want to be engaged with your clients, because your clients they want you to get better. They want you to get better because you're their barber, and they want to know that they go to a dope barber and they want the best work on their head. They want you to be happy with what your work. So when they sit in your chair, they're getting that work from a confident barber. People like to be around confident people, and you want to be confident with your work. So you got to put in the work for it. So this got to help somebody out there. There's somebody out there that's putting out amazing work, but they taking too long. You know, work on your efficiency. Efficiency is key. Straight up, straight up, straight up. So, Kurls, drop something on.
Man, you know, I'm talking about more blessings, less stressing in the new year. So if you're trying to get to it, get to it. You know, understand that God is putting that forward, and always speak positively. You know, if you ain't speaking positively, it's not finna be. You got to wake up and dream that, like I said on the last podcast. You know, dream while you up. Get up from that dream and live it like you still sleep. You know what I mean? For real. You laughing, I'm dead ass.
Nah, I feel
Go out there and obtain that, because that's how all things, like everybody great had them dreams. Like Albert Einstein wasn't just, you know, nigga woke up from some shit and said, I'm gonna go achieve that.
No, I was laughing because I get hyped when I hear people winning and people speaking positive on my life and speaking positive to me. I get hyped. I get gassed up. But yeah, I want all our listeners out there, I'm glad that y'all been working on your soil. I like that y'all getting different angles and different views of this hair game. And I hope y'all utilizing it. I want to receive more emails on the information that we shared with y'all on the Cut Game radio show. Straight up, you know. And that's going to encourage us to just keep giving y'all some raw, authentic, beneficial information that's going to help improve the octane on your jet fuel.
Help you keep up in the clouds. Keep elevated.
Straight up.
Amongst the stodium.
So that right there, that concludes our show today. I want y'all to DM us on any of our social medias at The Cut Game. I want y'all to continue to shoot us those emails at thecutgame@gmail.com. I want y'all to continue to elevate, continue to educate, continue to inspire, continue to navigate, and just stay groomed. Peace.
Peace.
That concludes our show. Please join us next week as we chop up game and share secrets to success on the Cut Game Radio Show.